So what we're doing in all these videos, we're gonna try to come up, Jack, with like our favorite driver. If we could have one driver from all day, which one it would be, so. Hey everybody, thanks for watching. I'm at the PGA Show 2020. This is the demo day. So over here we got, I don't know, dozens and dozens of different companies. It's on a range that's like a gigantic circular range that's like 350 or 400 yards in every direction, so you can't hit to the other side of it. Let's see, just from what I can see here, there's Mizuno, Wilson, Honma, and then a lot of other smaller companies. So our goal today, my nephew Jack is with us on the camera, and our goal today is to check out some drivers and also check out, I really want to see like if there's any cool training aids that are set up out here. And Jack is looking for more distance, so we're gonna see if there's anything to get him like a spike of extra distance and really put some head-to-head driver stuff together. So let's check it out. Hey guys, we're at the Honma booth at the Demo Day 2020 of the PGA Show here with Chris McGinley. How's it going, Chris?
Yeah, good. How are you?
Good to see you. The driver was I've heard a lot about this as far as like being a really good, solid new driver. What can you tell us about this?
It's two profiles.
TR20.
TR20, and it's a full carbon body, minimal titanium frame, so you can see right away how much metal we've cut out and replaced with carbon. You can feel how light those are.
Oh, there's nothing there. Yeah.
So light but strong. So
watch me like put
minimal titanium frame like a race car.
I was saying, watch me put 2 pounds of force in this crack. No, that's really cool.
Yeah. So that really allows us.
You can take even more weight with these like little like spines.
Grooves. Yeah. We mold the carbon crown with ridges. It's a special material called ET40, and we also have some ribbing in the back of the face that allows us to take out some weight.
Yep.
So overall, we've saved almost 36 grams in terms of replacing metal with carbon. And that really allows us to put weights in some great locations. Okay. So you see on the bottom of the driver, 3 weights. You can move the heavy weight around from the back for high MOI to the front for low spin, to the heel for draw bias. So it's really 3 different drivers in one.
That's really cool. That's cool. And then what is this I hear when you say, what if there's a company that doesn't just make shafts or just heads, but makes it a whole club? That's you guys, right?
That is us, yeah.
What's that about?
We call it holistic design.
Okay.
So in our Sakata, Japan factory, we engineer and design the club heads and the club shafts at the same time. Okay. So we try to get the two to work together. So many other manufacturers, they just engineer the head, and then they go buy some shafts to put in it. Right. So we had that option of using different OEM shafts, but we make our own heads and our own shafts, which makes Honma somewhat unique. And unfortunately, Chris, you guys got the into the wind spot. Whatever company's down there is going to be hitting driver. They're going to be hitting into us.
Yeah. All right, let's give it a rip. Oh, that's a hell of a driver. I can say.
The wind right there.
Yeah. No warm up. There we go. Whew, that's good. All right, Chris. Thank you so much. This is really good.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Yeah, I appreciate that. That's cool. Yep. You guys can find more information about this. Just Google Honma and look at their website. HonmaGolf.com. One of the things I wanted to see was this Cobra booth to see their new driver. Let's go see if it's any good, if Jack and I like it. All right, so one of the things will be to try to find somebody that will talk to us about the driver. Jack, you want a Red Bull?
Oh yeah, I'll take it.
All right, well, grab one. Here. You know, Cobra's all about energy drinks, Red Bull, rave music. We're getting excited here. All right, guys, I'm here with my buddy Jose, talking about the new drivers for Cobra. So what do we have here?
So check this out. We have a new family. It's called Speedzone. And Speedzone celebrates all the different zones in a driver that you can make optimized so you can hit it faster. So one of the things you'll see right away, if you hold this one, is check out this face. This is called the CNC Infinity face. The first time ever we've taken our CNC milling and poured it off the edges. We call it Infinity because it looks like an infinity pool when you look at it. Yeah. When you look at that milling, what do you see? Normally when you're milling something, you're trying to make it perfect. We have the perfect curvatures, the perfect thickness. We're going to be at the maximum ball speed as much as we can be. When we control the perimeter of it, not only are you controlling your aerodynamics, but you're also spreading out and making a larger trampoline. So now we have not just the maximum speed in the center, but in a larger place around the center.
Jose, I was wondering, with more friction on the face or the grooves on the face, would that increase side spin, or it actually feels a lot smoother than I thought it would be? Yeah.
So it looks great because it's milling, and you can see micro milling marks there, but there's not much depth to it. There's not much average roughness to it. It's all governed by the USGA anyways. Right. So this doesn't change your spin of anything. It just has something really cool to look at. And then of course this little circle here, that's where you're supposed to hit it, right?
Yeah, right in that big sweet spot. Okay, so then otherwise, like, so of these two drivers, what kind of player is each one of these for?
It's great, right? We have two drivers. One is the Speedzone and one's the Speedzone Extreme. Almost the same size. They're both 460, but the Extreme is a little larger front to back. Okay. So you have one that's low CG here. That's going to be for the person that wants to control their spin, hit it a little higher with more ball speed, and you can move this weight front to back. Front means low CG. Back means a little bit more forgiving, right? Okay. Then you save the weight here and push it all the way to the back. There's a 17-gram weight sitting in the back of here. So when you move that weight away from the center as much as you can, you're going to make a more forgiving driver. Yeah. So by far our most forgiving driver. Who are they for? If you say that I need control with low spin and I want to be a super workable driver, Speedzone. If you were somebody that says, listen, I want to just grip it and rip it, and I'm looking for the most forgiveness I can get, Speedzone Extreme. But don't think that the Speedzone Extreme isn't for better players. Right now on tour, Ricky Fowler is playing the Extreme Head because he does miss it on the toe if he does miss it, and he wants it to be a straight miss instead of a soft draw. So he uses this. Bryson and Lexi use the Speedzone because they both want to control spin. They both spin the ball a lot. They're both in a 7.5 degree loft, and they're using this one to control the trajectory.
Why are good players like Bryson and Lexi using such low loft?
Spin. So dynamically, they carry enough speed and they deliver more face loft at impact than others, and that generates a lot of spin, plus their speed. So then what we'll do for them is we'll make sure the CG is low, and that manages it for them.
That's awesome. All right, well, we're going to try it out right now. All right, so this is Speedzone driver, so the one that Bryson uses. This is much more loft than that, though. So first time trying it. And we're gonna get Jack to try it. So what we're doing in all these videos, we're gonna try to come up, Jack, with like our favorite driver. If we could have one driver from all day, which one it would be? So tried a couple already. All right, really straight, like super straight. I usually hit Cobra drivers pretty straight. This is a real ball. Not a ton of feedback or feel, but pretty straight.
Hey guys, everybody hitting. Can everybody be ready to hit? And when I say hit, you all hit at the same time?
Yeah.
For the sizzle reel?
All right. Oh, that was really good one. All right, Jack, you try it. Let's see how you like it.
Feels good. The Honma driver felt really good to me too, though, when I hit that. But I might have to go with the Honma, honestly. I hit that good. I don't know. We'll see. We got a lot more to test out, though, so we'll keep it going.
I'm going for it, just a little left. All right, so what kind of data do we get out of that?
So, spinning at 277, which is pretty good. Carrying out at 263. Nicely down our target line there, just a little bit of fade bias, not by much there at all. Over to the club head data.
Yeah. So it hit a little low in the face.
A little low in the face, a little towards the hill, which is probably just, if anything, just going to promote that left to right spin that we saw there.
That should be a little better.
That's nice.
Yeah. Okay.
So that really, in terms of ball speed numbers, what I would see, launch conditions, total spin rate, a really, really nice soft draw there. That for me is optimum.
Yeah, okay, good.
That's really nice to see.
Yeah, so my path has remained pretty consistent. I got to work on my strike location just because it's been random. but all the other things is pretty good.
Yeah.
Just a little faster and get out of the center of the face more. Okay guys, we're continuing our tour around here at Demo Day 2020, going to the different drivers. We're really concentrating on all the different drivers and seeing which one Jack and I think are the top picks. And one of the ones I definitely wanted to see, Corey has here. So Corey, what driver is this from Titleist?
This is our TS1. So we have 4 models now, TS1, 2, 3, and 4. And TS1 is a really lightweight spec designed to help that player who really needs more speed. And they need help generating it, which they can't themselves. So we took a lot of weight out of the head, about 8 grams, a lot of weight out of the shaft and the grip as well. So overall, it's around 50 grams lighter, so it's much easier to swing for that player and help them generate some speed.
So rather than it being like a solution that could be all different, this is totally like from the grip all the way to the bottom, this is like a total solution for speed.
Correct.
Yeah, that's cool.
Built for lightweight. So like we said, 8 grams out of there, that's a huge amount for a club head, but the bulk of it really comes from the shaft and grip as well. So we've thought about this as an overall spec.
Spin-wise, which of the 4 drivers, if you're a player that's looking for really low spin, which one would that be?
Great question. That'd be TS3 or TS4. TS4 is specifically designed for that player who cuts across it, generates spin, or just that player with a lot of speed who really wants to bring that spin down.
Okay, cool. Do you mind if we try this?
Go for it.
All right, Jack, you're the player that's looking for more distance and speed, so you're gonna turn your microphone on. You're gonna try this one.
All right, so TS1, as Corey just stated, this is just built for speed, right? Trying to gain more ball speed, clip head speed, right? Okay, here we go.
Yeah. Perfect.
Light, it's light. Especially just hitting a bunch of drivers today. This is way lighter than anything I've hit, but it felt really good. So.
Okay, so with the weight though, can you still feel where the head is? Like,
yeah, I mean, it's not like you're swinging like an alignment stick or something like that. You can still feel where the head is, but definitely taking it back, you can definitely tell it's a lot lighter than other shafts and clubs in general.
Give us one more, even a little bit out of your comfort zone as far as
like
speed.
fast swing.
Ridiculous.
Okay.
Oh, perfect.
Thanks.
All right, so final impressions.
Felt really good. I currently play the TS3, and this feels a lot lighter. I can even notice it, and I haven't even hit my actual driver today. But yeah, it felt really good. Corey, thank you for talking to us about the Titleist drivers today.
Absolutely.
It felt really good, so thank you so much.
Our pleasure.
All right, guys, I'm here with my friend David, the founder. We got the main guy of Tour Edge Exotics. These clubs, I've always thought, are so hot. What is about the face? Everybody says that, especially the 3 woods, such a hot face.
Yeah, so actually this face is brand new this year.
Okay.
So it's, we call it a diamond face. So there's actually 44 diamonds, if you will. They're not actual diamonds, but it's diamond shapes in the back of the face. So they're thick and thin diamonds, and they kind of work in incongruity to really launch the ball at a faster speed.
That's cool. So tell us about what's the name of this driver and what's
this is our
the idea of it.
EXS 220. 220 stands for February 2020.
Okay.
So that's the launch date, which is coming up in a few days here. So what this is all about is max MOI. So super deep from face to back, a lot of weight in the back. We take out a lot of weight in the heel and toe. These are carbon inserts, so we're taking all this weight out here. Carbon crown, as you can see there, carbon. Taking all the weight out of here and putting as much as we can in the back. Okay. So we're moving the weight way back on this driver. So that's for better stability and lower spin.
So more forgiveness on this.
By far. So the MOI on this is 5,400, and our last driver was only 4,500.
What's the driver that is Scott McCarron using this driver, or what is he using?
Scott is not using any right now.
Okay.
We just found out Freddie Couples is using this driver last
week.
So
okay, very cool.
But we haven't started working with Scott this year yet. So that happens in February.
He'll get all set up and fit for what he wants. Yeah, all right, so the next step is to try it, Jack. All right, let's give it a rip. Can't really blame the wind here, Jack. It's helping a lot. It was solid. Oh yeah, that's better. I hit that one hard, yeah. Okay, initial results, initial feels on this is, I know that the price point is lower than a lot of drivers. How much does this one sell for, sir?
Driver is going to be $349.
$349. So a lot of them are going up for now like 500 or so. So and whereas some of the other like lower cost ones, you're sacrificing adjustability. This does have some kind of adjustability. You can see around there as far as right there. Yeah. And it feels good. It feels solid. I really like the sound off the face, and it's looking low spin. We'd have to get the numbers, but this is a contender. This would be in one of the top ones we had today. We'll see at the end of all this. We'll have a wrap up of what we like the most. I'm here with my friend Eric Henriksen from Ping. How's it going, Eric?
Good.
Good to see you.
How you been?
Eric and I had a whole day over at Ping in Scottsdale, Arizona, where he showed me around and everything. Where we weren't ready to do any filming yet, but I'm going to come back and you guys will see that later on in the channel. We're going to visit there and have Eric showed me some really cool stuff that they're doing in the testing facility. And he, I think, is the perfect guy to talk to about what this driver does. So what is the name of this, and what's the idea behind it?
Yeah, so this is the G410 driver. It comes with 3 different models. Right here I have the LST in my hands. We also have a Plus model and SFT model. So with the G410, one of the first things you'll notice is the CG shifter in the back. So if you notice, we got this weight in the back, which allows us to really tune trajectory and help people fit their shot shape to their preference, and ultimately optimizing their performance. So you can put it in the heel or the toe to kind of promote either a draw or a fade, or even find a miss to one side of the course or the other. We also have turbulators on the crown, which has been stable on our drivers for a while now. That helps with aerodynamics. We have a T9S Plus face, helps generate ball speed, and then ultimately a very forgiving head. So all our heads are incredibly stable. So as we've moved on in generations of our drivers, we continue to improve our moment of inertia and move that CG down and back.
Right. Eric, let me ask you, if you turn the driver back to the turbulators.
Yep.
So what would happen, what would the difference of this driver be if there was just no turbulators on it? This really interests me.
Yeah, so basically they reduce drag by about 25% and orientations near impact. And
25%?
Yeah.
That's a lot.
They do a really good job, and what that allows us to do is, if we wanted to make the driver really aerodynamic without turbulators, we'd have to shape it in such a way that we start hindering our moment of inertia, start hindering our center of gravity placement. And so it gives us the freedom as designers to break that trade-off. Mm-hmm. So to improve aerodynamics while maintaining MOI, actually improving MOI and improving launch conditions.
Okay. Yeah, so it's not so much about, it's like you're able to get the effect of a smaller driver as far as cutting through but have that big size for the forgiveness. That's awesome.
Exactly.
All right, guys, we're gonna test this driver out, and we're add it to the list of the ones that we're trying to see what is our favorite driver of demo day. And, all right, we're finally getting to test the Ping driver that Eric talked to us about. Just get a couple first impressions. Jack and I are going through every driver that they have here at the 2020 demo day and trying to see which ones are our favorite. I have a favorite right now. Do you have a favorite in mind for you? I think Jack has a favorite too in mind right now. So. This is the Ping, and that wasn't a great swing, and it's in a lot of wind, but it stayed fairly straight. That would be in the right-hand side of the fairway. And it is, the weather for this demo day thing is just brutal. That was better. The wind's just taking, oh, I like this. What do you think about this driver, Jack?
I hit it before. I hit it really well.
Jack's hit it before, hit it really well. I'm such I'm so about sound. Like I really like the dead sound. Like I don't like much of a kind of college baseball bat sound, which this has a little bit. So I really want kind of more a thwack, but you hit it better. It's like that. That was it. That was a good one, right, Jack?
At least 205.
205 minimum.
Yeah.
All right, so impressions of the Ping G410.
Turbulators.
With the turbulators. First of all, I love the turbulators. When the turbulators came out, I put turbulators on my driver. I built up tape and I did it myself. I really did. So I really like the turbulators, and it feels really good. The sound is okay. It's not my favorite sounding driver, but it feels really good. It's very forgiving. I would have to see how long it's actually going, but it looks like it's staying in the air. We're at the, actually doing this at the KBS booth, and I like the shaft that they have in here a lot. It's a 70 gram KBS TD tour driven driver. Just one more, Jack. And you can really give this thing a thwack and not have to worry about where it's going to go as much. Yeah, that's fine. All right, so this is in the running for which one we're going to like the most, what driver we're going to like the most here at Demo Day. Hey everybody, thanks for watching. I'm at the Bridgestone booth at PGA Tour Demo Day 2020 with Craig, and we're talking about this driver. This is a new, very like sleek, futuristic looking driver. Tell me about it.
So this is our Tour B JGR driver, designed with a high launch, a draw bias as well. So it's going to help you get the ball up in the air, hopefully keep that ball straight for you as well.
How's it going? Nothing wrong with the driver. Thanks, Craig. Appreciate that. That was really fun.
Thank you.
Bye.
All right, guys, this is Jack from Be Better Golf, and today we're here at the PGA Show, so we're adding to our videos here today, and we're talking about the Maverick, so Callaway's new driver. First impressions, and we're gonna hit a couple. It's gusting. So when you're looking at this driver really down at the ball, you can even see it right here. You see how, I don't even know the word to describe it, but it's not as long as we're used to seeing. It's a little more rounded here at the edge, and it's kind of thick back here. You see companies trying to like stretch it out usually, and Callaway's kind of doing the opposite with this.
So let's see what it looks like when you're standing over it. Go like that. So yeah,
feels really good though.
Front to back.
Shorter front to back, but it feels awesome. Yeah, one more.
Yeah. Final impressions.
Really good. Feels awesome when you hit it good. Just bombs. I'd say it's in the top 3 for sure. So we'll see. Cool.
All right, so we are in the car because it's so incredibly windy outside. First of all, the day was miserable weather-wise. I mean, no rain at all, but like when we first walked out there, 42 degrees and
windy as hell.
Windy as hell.
Yeah.
So we're gonna wrap up our favorite drivers. So Jack, tell me a driver. Just because we don't care, but tell me a driver that you absolutely would not consider buying.
Well,
of all those, I know you didn't.
Especially for the money, the Cobra for me just didn't do anything for me. It could have been fuel, or just looking down at it, the shape of the driver. There was like a lot going on the head too, which maybe I just wasn't about. But
busy.
Yeah. And I don't mind like graphics necessarily, but there was a lot going on, so probably no Cobra for me, especially for whatever the price point is, which I'm sure is like over $5.
You didn't hit it, but the Bridgestone driver, whatever that was, like
JVX,
yeah, right. That was just like it didn't. I don't know if the shaft was right for me or whatever, but it didn't take the wind nicely, and I just really felt it just kind of wiping across the ball, and there's nothing special about it.
You sure it wasn't your clip at speed though?
Clever as you is fine. So then, all right. So what was your second favorite driver of the day?
Probably Honma.
The Honma?
Yeah, the Honma was
good. The first one we hit. Yeah, and I wasn't expecting anything.
It felt nice.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
what were your expectations of Honma as a brand?
I mean, I just know Justin Rose plays it. That's like the only. Really
this is their new driver, and the booth setup and everything there was very nice. And
yeah, we actually have people who were looking to come talk to us.
That was a major thing too that these companies have to understand is like when somebody comes by, I know there's a lot of people there, but you can see like 30, 40 people that work at the company, just standing around. You know, they should at least come over and say, hey, what are you guys looking to try? What are you guys looking to... Like, it should be like when you walk in a golf store.
Yeah, exactly.
And
or any clothing store at all.
Yeah, right.
What can I help you with?
Yeah, but, you just see people standing there. Eventually, you get somebody's attention, and there was a couple companies that were just, awful with that. They couldn't get anything on the same page anyway. So Honma was good with that. Yeah, I like that driver a lot. One of the main things I liked about that driver is it felt very light through the zone with it.
It was classic looking,
yeah,
too.
you still had the feel of where it was. Yeah, and it was pretty, no alignment. Probably should have something. I guess you could put a sticker or something on it.
Honestly, probably for looks, I think that was one of my top. I had no alignment, but just like down at the ball, like I felt pretty confident with it. It looked good.
My second favorite driver of the day was the Ping driver, the Ping G410. That would be either second, and I bet you like with a proper fitting or whatever, that might
get it going.
Leapfrog into first place. But I really like that. I should say that I tested it with the Tour AD shaft. No, not Tour AD.
No,
with KBS shaft, and I really like that shaft as well. 70 gram TD shaft. So I really like that. The thing I liked about that driver is like I kind of believe in the technology of it. I'd like to see what the numbers of it are, but the ball flight was pretty consistent, pretty straight. And I'll say my winner first of the entire day, and it's a little unfair because they didn't pay for a booth to be there, but somebody, the Foresight booth, had a TaylorMade SIM driver, and this driver was really good for me. I liked it a lot. It was like I'm really like, the sound is like really something that sells it for me. It had a low sound. They brought the ball flight down low without being like super low. It was kind of penetrating and kind of shaping from right to left in a way that I liked. And the look of it from the top was just like easy to look at, that contrast and everything. I like the adjustability of the face. The price is kind of, I think, outrageous. Like I think it's now that's starting to get into 5 something.
Yeah.
So. Oh, and yeah, like if including everything, the exotics driver I didn't talk about.
I've talked about. I
actually like that a lot.
Best value,
definitely.
Sure. Yeah, no. I mean, you're getting like top tier driver.
350. It has a little bit of adjustability, and I liked it. Like
you're not going to be behind if you're playing that. Like you're not. Yeah, like you're
not losing out.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, Jack. Favorite driver of the day?
Probably for Maverick. I was just
the Callaway Maverick. We had I have to say, had a very bad experience at the booth.
The Callaway booth did not go well.
No.
It was almost
nobody
amazing.
knew what anybody else was doing. You asked one guy like, "Can you talk to me about the driver?" He's like, "Ooh, let me find somebody for you." 10 minutes later, they can't find anybody. They finally find somebody. They're at lunch. Can't talk to me.
And then we
come
go
back
ask
in 20 minutes.
Then we go ask another person who works at Callaway, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I'll go find my guy." And sure enough, that guy just isn't. He's not around or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's tying his shoes for.
So we actually and all the bays were taken to hit the driver. We hit the same place we hit the Ping. We hit the Callaway driver.
Yeah, but I mashed a couple at the.
You liked it a lot.
Yeah, I liked the feedback. Like I was hitting it on the center, which obviously helps, but I was on other drivers too. But I really liked the feedback. Like when I hit it good, I felt like it was gonna go a mile. So
to give you confidence with it. Yeah. I think too. I mean, or how big into shafts are you?
Not big. I know very little.
Because I did not like that the Maverick driver very much, but the Ping that I did with the shaft from that same station, I really liked a lot.
Okay, it could have been a different shaft.
It's a different topic, but at that same place, like I'm starting to consider graphite irons would be something.
That was cool. That
about.
one Wilson iron they had on the graphite shaft, it was pretty sweet.
Yeah, we didn't go to the Wilson booth. Why didn't we go in there?
You said you had like a vendetta against Wilson or something.
I have no vendetta against Wilson.
You said you had a bad experience with it. No?
No, I never. That's just Jack's just making that up. we didn't go. I don't know. It just didn't happen. Just wasn't pulled in there. All right, you guys will see more videos from the show coming up, and let us know your thoughts. What are you interested in hitting? What if you're going to make a driver change? Which one would you use? We're kind of doing a little survey here. Hit the subscribe button later. Bye.
See you guys.